my good friend Quentin Rampage Jackson is standing by. Quentin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. How you doing? Sorry about the Skype thing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, no problem. It's just great to hear your voice. Can I ask you, and thank you so much for joining us, Quentin, can I ask you about this whole thing? I don't know how much you pay attention, but there's a big debate in MMA these days about throwing in the towel. Should corners throw in the towel? And we don't see it. And the fighters say that, let me fight to the death, but also they're getting, beat up for no reason. As someone who's been around the game, longer than most who are still active, how do you feel? Do you feel like corners should throw in the towel more?
Well, all I say is if somebody's getting fucked up really bad, throw in the towel. Come on. A lot of people have big hearts and stuff like that, but people don't realize the effect that can take on you later in your life. And like one ass whooping can affect you later on in life. So, I don't see nothing wrong with throwing in the towel if the guy's getting fucked up really bad.
But like 24-year-old Quentin Jackson, let's say you're in a fight, you're getting beat up. You wouldn't have wanted your corner to throw in the towel, right?
Well, I'm going to have to be honest and say, when I fought Shogun, my coaches and my team knew I went into that fight injured already, and he kind of like hurt me right away. I didn't want to tap out, but I knew I was hurt. I wouldn't have cussed my coaches out if they would have threw in the towel. I wouldn't have said, no, I'm like, oh, yeah, fair game. But, sometimes when I feel like I think I can come back, I can weather the storm, or I think the guy's going to get tired, I would have been mad. For example, when Wanderlei kneed me in the face like 15 times when I fought that tournament against him and Chuck Liddell, if my corner would have thrown in the towel that fight, I would have been upset. So I guess, different fights, different people, they can get upset. But at the end of the day, like the fighter can go back and watch the footage and the coach can say, look, man, you was getting fucked up. I had to throw in the towel. Then they can't get mad at that.
One thing that I think is a big problem, last thing on this, is the show win pay structure in the UFC. It's not as common in Bellator, but I feel like a fighter, especially one who's making like 10 and 10, 15 and 15, says, you just robbed me of 15,000. Just let me fight. I remember you were at the Congo Barry fight. We were sitting together on the Versus set, and we saw that comeback. Every fighter thinks they can come back, and because of that system, as opposed to just getting paid to show up and fight a full amount, fighters are going to say, no, don't take that money away from me, right?
Right, I agree with that. See, I haven't been on that type of contract. I can't remember. I don't think since Pride maybe. I think that's one thing that I don't like about MMA. Like, we all do our jobs. We all train hard and we get in the cage and fight. Like, we should make the same type of money where we win or lose. Hell, sometimes when I lose, I think I should get paid more money.
Yes. I couldn't agree more. That system is antiquated. You deserve more respect. You deserve to know how much you're getting paid by the end of the night, regardless of performance. In no other line of work do you get paid like that. And I think it's crazy that we're still doing that. It makes you guys feel like show ponies, and I feel like you're pro athletes who deserve to know how much you're getting paid, regardless of outcome. So that's my take on that. But we're here to talk about you, Quentin. I appreciate the time. So we're just a couple of weeks removed from your fight against Chael Sonnen. I know you were frustrated afterwards. 2 weeks later, how do you feel about the fight?
Well, I watched the fight a week later with my coaches, and I felt like I won rounds 1 and 3. I know round 1 was really close because he surprised the world by standing up with me, and he threw some good John Jones leg kicks, and he had some good stand up, but it was no power on any of that, and he just fought a really smart fight, took me down at the end of the round. And, I thought my wrestling was great. It just those trips, he kind of like surprised me with those trips, and he did what he had to do and got the fight to the ground. But when we was on the ground, I think I remember one of the times I did more damage on my back than he did on top of me, and I just felt like the judge is just going high for wrestlers.
So it seemed like after the fight you were kind of at peace, but then you went on Twitter and said that he fought like the B word. So how do you feel like Chael fought?
Listen, honestly, I felt that Chael fought a smart fight, but I still feel like he fought like a bitch. He fought like a bitch. I thought he did great standing up, so I was like, come on, let's stand up, let's fight. Come to the center of the ring, and he was running around, and what I'm saying, he was hugging me the whole time. Like, I don't know, I thought he wanted to make out. I wanted to fight.
What did you say to him after the fight in the cage?
What did I say to him?
Yeah, do you remember?
I don't remember at all. He opened the garage. the little guards. I don't remember what I said to him.
Okay.
But I think I said something like, since he beat me, I want him to win the tournament, because whenever you lose to a guy, you want that guy to keep winning.
Right. You weighed 31 pounds more than him. You weighed 253 officially. How did you feel in there as a heavyweight? Like, do you like this weight for you, or do you feel like now you need to go back to 205?
Honestly, this is the best shape I've been in a long time. I always worry about my cardio in my fight. That's the only thing I normally have my doubts about and worry about. But this fight, my cardio was great. I didn't even get tired. I trained really hard for this fight. I went into this fight with less injuries than I've fought with in a while, and I felt great. I like this. I like this weight and stuff like that. I just don't want to fight anymore with people that's afraid of me. I feel like I want to fight guys who, want to get out there and mix it up and have an MMA fight. I don't mind fighting wrestlers. I just like when people try to finish me. That's way I can do my thing. Like, try to finish me. It's harder to fight people just want to lay on you and hold you. Like, in a fight, I tell you, like, even when you're training, it's like almost impossible to get back to your feet when the guy don't give you any openings. It's just laying on top of you and holding you down. So I felt really great. I was proud of my shape and everything. I was disappointed that I let the fight go to the judges.
You've sort of had, and it's no secret, you've been open about this kind of like love-hate relationship with MMA over the last few years. The build up to this fight, the fight itself. How do you feel about the sport and your future in the sport after this whole camp finished and the fight itself? Of course, it didn't go your way. You said you felt great in their best shape. Like right now, early February 2018. What's your take on your place in the sport and your future in the sport? How are you feeling about it these days?
Well, what I can tell you this is this is the first time I've done it since Pride. I took a week off on one little vacation, and I landed back on a Monday, and Tuesday I was back in the gym. I've been training. I went for a 3-mile run this morning. My body hasn't been this good in a long time, and so I feel good. I'm excited to see how I feel my next fight. I don't mind even being an alternate in this tournament. I'm back. I'm already back in the gym, lifting, training. I'm doing everything now except for sparring. I'm working on a lot of wrestling, working on those leg trips. I'm working on my ground game. I figured, it's time that I get better and I just, cover everything, and I've been working on a lot of different stuff. I worked on a lot of stuff for this camp as well. But it's just like, I just see I got more stuff to work on, and it's still motivating me to go and try to still be one of the best fighters out there. I was a little disappointed in my performance, my last fight, but I just feel like Chael fought a really smart fight. Like, once I said and thought about it over and over, I think he fought like a really smart fight. So it's time for me to stop being so much of a brawler, and for me to know that these guys coming out with these crazy game plans, and that I have to step my game up and fight a little bit smarter as well.
Wow, I love this, Rampage. This is the evolution of Rampage right here. You're positive. You're taking a positive approach to the future. You're saying you want to evolve a little bit, but you're giving props to your opponent. This is a breath of fresh air. This is beautiful to hear.
Yeah, listen, I was mad. Trust me, I was mad that night because you know how I am. I want to excite my fans and everything, but when you think about it, this was a damn tournament. It was for the belt. Like, people going to do what they got to do to win, and I grew up a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at a guy for having like a strong game plan and to take away all your, your best powers, you know what I'm saying? You can't really get mad at the guy. But I was a little salty because I thought I had that win, though. I thought I had to win. I didn't overlook Chael. I wasn't worried about him at all. And I think I got to go into the fight with a different outlook. I got to be worried about their game plans or something. I got to figure that out.
In a perfect world, you mentioned being an alternate, but if you could pick opponent, like, what's the perfect opponent for you at this stage of your career?
It's a perfect opponent. Wanderlei another ass whooping. I can tell you that.
Oh, wow!
I know he's not a heavyweight, And then the last time I fought him, I knocked him out of the weight class. But he beat me twice. I only beat him once. I think I owe him another ass whooping.
Round 4. I like it.
Yeah.
You throw that Bellator's way? Did you ask them what they thought of that?
No, I didn't say no. You just asked me right now, so I just put it out there.
Okay, that would be the ideal scenario for your next fight if you had your way.
If I had my way, but like I said, Wanderlei is not a heavyweight. I probably could get to 205 now that I got my nutritionist Eric Werther on my side, and my thyroid is getting better and stuff like that. I probably could get down to 205, but I don't know, man. I'm walking around 250, 260. That's a big one.
I love the gold tights at the weigh-ins. That was a good look. Do you usually wear those, or was that something special for the weigh-ins?
Are you hitting on me, Ariel?
No. I'm giving props.
Why you talking about my weigh-in shorts, man? Why you asking me what kind of underwear I wear on a daily basis, dog? This interview was going great until you start hitting on me, dog. What the fuck is going on here, Ariel?
I listen. I have no problem. I'm comfortable giving props when it's due, and I thought is a nice color on you. That's all.
Man, you don't give props to a dude on his damn underwear though. I've never gave props to a dude like, ooh, dude, you look good in those underwear, man. Do you wear those often? Come on, Ariel. I thought we was boys, man. Hell.
We are boys. That's why I'm giving you props. I feel like we've reached. No, okay, good to know.
No, you can't give me props on my underwear, dog. No.
Right.
What I weigh in, and that's my business. And for me and my fans, I like to make people laugh and stuff sometimes with my weigh-in underwear. But that's not for your. That's not for your. That's not for you to come in on. It's not for your pleasure and not for your imagination. Ask me what do I be? How often do I wear those?
I'll take the picture down from my bedroom. I framed it, but I'll take it down tonight. I promise you that.
Sick, Ariel. I bet you putting your big nose all up in the kitchen and shit, like smelling the crack of the ass and stuff. Man, what the fuck wrong with you, Ariel?
What about that run-in with Rashad Evans at a club? Where were you when that happened?
Yeah, man, I was in Miami. I didn't realize that Rashad, lives near there and stuff like that. I come back from the bathroom and dude's at my table, like we buddies. He's at my table like we buddies.
And what happened?
I was like talking to him, like, saying, like, what's up, man? What's going on? What the fuck are you doing at my table? Trying to get in on my drinks or something? I had a bunch of girls with me and stuff like that, so I don't know. I think he was just trying to see what was going on at my table. Oh,
okay. So you guys didn't dare I say, squash any beef or anything like that? You kind of went your separate ways?
No, actually, Rashad is kind of cool and stuff like that. So
what?
Rashad's kind of cool. We had our words and stuff like that, but all right, we so respectful of each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But every time we see each other for the first time, we still like alpha up and try to see who the biggest alpha. Even though he got the W over me, he knows I'm the bigger alpha.
Yeah, for real. If that was a 5-round fight like they do now, I feel like that fight would have went a little differently. By the way, do you feel like the Bellator, do you feel like if that fight against Chael was 5 rounds, you would have eventually won it? What do you think?
Oh, go back and watch the fight. Chael was getting tired in the 3rd round. I could have went 2 more rounds easily. You guys have no idea how hard I trained, and I started back doing this air chamber thing. What's the name of that thing? The CVAC. I started back doing that thing. Once you sit in a little AirPod, man, you do it. I did it for 6 weeks. My cardio was great.
So do you want to see them finally do that, like the UFC does, 5-round main events across the board?
I wouldn't be mad at this 5-round main event.
Okay. By the way, I was on your Instagram stories. I always check out your Instagram stories. I'm always making sure that I'm up to date with what you're doing. Were you driving one of your fancy cars and it ran out of gas in the middle of the street?
Yeah, my newest toy ran out of gas on me.
What happened?
It ran out of gas. I was just trying to play in it and get used to it, and it got different gas gauges than other cars. It's like a custom car and stuff, right? So it's not like the little gas gauge with the little meter thing on there. It's like numbers and stuff, and I was having so much fun and I didn't pay attention to it, so I ran out of gas. So I went to get some gas and put it in there, but I think I might have messed something up, so I just didn't transfer. The car's so expensive. I just towed it home.
Damn.
Getting it taken care of. So
What kind of car was that?
it's a Beast Alpha, just like me.
Oh, wow. That's what it's called?
That's why I got it. That's what it's called. It's called the Reservoir Beast Alpha, and that's why I got the car. And because I like the way the doors opened on it.
Man. So life is good for Quentin Jackson.
Hey, I'm blessed, man. I worked hard in the sport over the years, and my manager Tiki Dawson got me the best contract I ever had in my life with Bellator, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I just wish I would have had that W to go with everything else. My last fight.
In a way, though, isn't it good to be out of the tournament so that you can kind of do whatever you want now? You don't have to be beholden to it.
No. My motivation is still that heavyweight belt. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm out of the tournament, whoever wins that belt, I'm going to challenge him for it right away.
Okay. And have you told them that you want to be an alternate? That if someone gets injured along the way, that you'd like to step in? I could see that happening.
Yeah, no, I haven't said anything yet, but I'm sure Mr. Scott Coker is listening to your interview because he told me he's a big fan of yours, and he told me he wanted to ride your nose like a rodeo clown.
He is a huge fan. Listen, you know what they do? Anytime that there's a Bellator fighter on this program, they put it on in the offices there, and they all watch it. It's like required viewing. So this is a big deal.
Yeah, they love you, man. I don't know why, but they love you.
When are we going to get one of these Rampage bobbleheads? They've got one for Hoist. They got one for Randy Couture. He hasn't ever even fought for Bellator, Randy Couture. I mean, Hoist fought once. When are they going to give you one of them? Where's the love?
Oh, I don't know. They said I already look like a bobblehead, so they wasn't really worried about making one. That's what they told me, straight to my face.
Wow, that is cold. You said this is the best contract. Is this the last one for you? Do you think that, you're never going to sign another one after this one? It doesn't get any better than this?
Well, I still have the dream of doing one boxing match before I get too old and retire. I really want to do it. Even if I fight, do a boxing match for charity or something, I still just want to have one boxing match.
Wow. Who's the dream opponent?
One. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who that opponent is. Hell, Ariel, I'll fight you.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine what we would do pay-per-view wise? We would outdraw any UFC pay-per-view. I guarantee it. Me versus you. No other fights on the card. All proceeds to charity. What do you say?
I say we do it. I think that'd be a good fight. But just to keep it fair, you ought to get like a nose protector.
Do you think you could last 3 rounds with me? I don't think you can handle my speed.
Ariel, I will fuck you up. You couldn't even hurt me. The little skin ass arms you got. You couldn't even hurt me.
All right. Well, it's deceiving. The speed, the nose, the body. You become fixated on the nose, and then you don't pay attention to everything else. I hit you with the uppercut. Boom. Just like that. You're looking at the nose. It's shiny. It's big. It's pointy. Bam. Left hook to the face. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I don't see none of that happening at all, man. I see like a little skinny, bone-ass kid in some fucking 2 big shorts with a tank top on and a big-ass headgear getting in the ring, bouncing around trying to fight me. Have you ever even boxed before? You ever even trained?
Absolutely. And don't forget about my farmer's tan. My farmer's tan is second to none.
Yeah, that has to be embarrassing.
All right. So Mull, tell your super agent Tiki to call my crew, and maybe we could set this up. I think it would be huge for you. I mean, at this stage, you can't beat the Chaels of the world. Maybe you could beat up me.
Yeah. Anything's possible. I need to win. So I'm coming off 2 losses, 2 leg humping ass wrestlers. I need me a damn stand-up fight, man. What the fuck is this world coming to?
And was last thing, was Mariah at the fight? Did she come support you because it was a local fight for you?
No, Mariah wasn't at the fight, and her and I we're barely talking because
it's dead.
It's dead. It's pretty much dead. I asked her for some sexy videos the other day, and I think that was the wrong move because I hadn't talked to her for a long time.
Yeah.
So I told her to send me some jack off footage. Can I say that on your show?
Questionable.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think that was. I kind of think that was the wrong move.
Yeah,
I should have went with, "Hey, how you doing? How's things going?" But, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Anyone right now that you're like exclusive with?
Yeah, well, you know what? I've met a few women that I really like, and when I was in Miami, I met this girl and I called her my vacation boo.
Okay.
And look at me, she lives in L.A. So
Oh.
it's kind of been things. I've taken her out on a few dates and stuff like that, and she's really nice. Yeah.
Do you need me to call her? Put in a good word, a text, a message?
No, hell no, hell no, hell no. You said a fuck away from this one. You
All
can't.
right.
No, I don't need you to call nothing. I don't need your help on shit.
Quentin, it's great to hear from you. I'm so happy to hear you're in a good place. You're positive. You're moving forward. This is great news. I'm sorry it didn't go your way a couple weeks ago, but I appreciate you coming on and talking about it all. And let's see if we can make this boxing match happen.
That sounds good, man. Take care, man. Good to hear from you, man. I hope all is well.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. All right. All the best.
All right. All the best.